Wasn't the Safeway Open great today? Did you see Mayor Jill? She got her picture taken with Rory McIlroy. I know, that was so much fun. But could you believe how hot and windy it was out there today?
It's so nice out tonight, though. I just love living here in Napa. Aren't we so lucky?
Totally,
So
yes.
this is a life, isn't it? More wine, anyone?
Absolutely.
You said it. We are right where the wannabes want to be, right?
Yep, I agree.
Hey, do you guys smell something? Is that smoke over there?
Smoke machine is dead.
Okay.
Is someone barbecuing? So late to be barbecuing. Who would be eating at this time of night?
Wait, I think I see smoke out in the ridge. And flames. It's a fire.
And it looks pretty close. We gotta get out of here.
Oh my God!
What
should we do?
Call someone for God's sake.
Hi, I'm in River Valley, and there's a huge fire. I can see it. Do I need to evacuate my house because
I don't know, ma'am.
That was mine, Mary, but that's
I called 911 for the last 15 minutes and nobody's answered.
Ma'am, I understand. There's a lot of fires all over the county, so the best thing I can do is take whatever action you feel is necessary and appropriate, okay?
Okay, the fire is big and I can see it right now. So I just don't know how close it is. Can you tell me who do I call to find out how close and where? What do I need to do?
No one, ma'am. Literally,
I gotta take that too.
you're just going to have to use your best judgment. That's the best we can do for you right now. I'm sorry.
Hey, is everyone okay?
Yeah, good.
Your families are safe?
Yes.
Your house is
Yep,
okay?
Yep, yep.
Good, yes.
Okay, thank you guys for coming out. Let's see what we've got here in the neighborhood.
Marie, you got here first, so why don't you take incident command? I'll take notes.
I've got logistics. I'll get the tools.
I can help with the medical assessments.
I think I smell gas over here. Margaret, can you check it out?
I'm right on it. Gas off. Help, help. Can you hear me? I'm over here. Help, my husband hit his head and he's not moving.
Hi, I'm Christine with CERT, the Community Emergency Response Team. I'm here to help. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Linda. This is my husband Jeff and he's not moving.
Jeff, can you hear me? He's breathing. His breathing pace is pretty good. I don't see any other injuries. CERT team, we have an immediate, and he needs to be moved to a safer place. Help me with the blanket carry.
Is anyone else in the house?
No, it was just the two of us.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, roll. 1, 2, 3, roll. You carry his head, Linda. Make sure it stays safe.
Hi, I'm Roland with Napa Valley Fire. What do you have here today?
Gary, can you report out?
Yes, we turned off the gas at Cabernet Street. We have an unresponsive 50-year-old man, but breathing.
Wow, you guys are lucky to have neighbors with CERT training. Thank you. Great job. Continue with your transport, and Napa Fire will take up from here.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening and welcome. Our Practicum group had only met once prior to the wildfires that swept through Napa Valley on October 8th last year. Our team, the Firebrands, was born out of that experience and mindset. Wikipedia defines firebrand as someone who is passionate about a particular cause, typically inciting change and taking radical action. On the night of the fires last October, there were only about 20 first responders on duty throughout Napa County, yet there were over 100,000 citizens potentially in harm's way. We discovered the critical importance of CERT, the Community Emergency Response Team, as a force multiplier for our first responders.
So our goals were to make a difference, do something that would have sustainable impact and help members in our community be prepared when next disaster strikes. So we decided to advocate and raise awareness and increase participation in the county's free CERT training courses.
We started asking questions about how volunteers can help in a disaster. We learned that over 2,000 people showed up at the evacuation center to help during the recent fire emergency. These volunteers were by and large untrained. Imagine if these 2,000 volunteers were already CERT trained to be self-sufficient in their own homes, their own neighborhoods, and our community.
So we decided to find out how the average person can prepare for disaster. We did our research and we discovered CERT. However, CERT was a little difficult to navigate online, and signing up for classes wasn't all that easy. So we really wanted to make it easy for the members of our local community to get emergency training.
Our accomplishments included the following. We identified and brought CERT stakeholders together. We collaborated with CVNL on creating a CERT portal on their website and establishing a special URL alias, napavalleycert.org, to simplify registration. We built awareness of CERT through outreach using social media, community presentations to service organizations, including Rotary North Napa. There's an article in the Napa Valley Life magazine coming out later this summer. And we created a draft public service announcement to promote future trainings to let people know about them so they can sign up in time. And we completed the 20-hour CERT training course, as you can see by our vests. In fact, we increased enrollment in the March CERT training with 23 students, which is up from the 6 who were registered for the training before that. Many said they saw our postings on Facebook and Nextdoor.com and were recruited by our team at the Firestorm Volunteer Appreciation Day that was here in February.
Based on the enthusiastic support we received from both the community and our community partners, we know CERT will continue to grow as a vital part of Napa's emergency response effort.
So we encourage everybody in our community to pre-prepare, take action, and get certified.
We want to thank everyone who helped us with our project. We're grateful for your leadership in keeping our community safe. To Kevin Toohey and his team at the Office of Emergency Services, to Jim Tomlinson at CVNL, who spent countless hours meeting with us, to the CERT volunteers who helped us understand the process, and I think we have a lot of you here in the audience tonight. Can I invite you to stand, please, so we can thank you for your help?
Kendall, Paul, Ken, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. You really helped us understand the process. And we'd also like to thank Ken Arnold, who was our trainer for our CERT course. And he's basically trained everybody who's taken the course in the Napa Valley for many, many years. And Ken, we'd like to have you come up on the stage here so we can thank you. We really appreciate your commitment to our community's safety. And we want you to know that we do remember a few things that we learned.
Ken, I learned that California is a disaster theme park. We've got fires, earthquakes, floods, and mudslides.
And Ken, I learned that my safety always comes first, because if I'm injured, I can't help anybody else.
And Ken.
Torture.
I found out that when I check into a hotel, it should always be below the 4th floor. And why? Because that's as high as the fire truck's ladder will go.
Oh no. She's falling apart. Ken, I'm closing in on 2 million lifetime miles with United Airlines, and I want to thank you for helping me understand that I should count the number of rows from my seat to the nearest exit when I get on that plane. Thank you.
And I now know that a half a tank of gas is an empty tank. You never know when you're going to need to evacuate or go and help someone.
And what I learned was that CERT members always try to do the most good for the greatest number of people, even when it's kind of hard, because you have to make someone wait to do the greater good. And we all learned that
People with a plan always do better in an emergency. Thank you, Kevin.
Ken, thank you so much. Thank you, Ken. You taught us everything.
We appreciate and are thankful for the great experiences we've shared throughout the year with each other and with our entire LNV Class 31, best class ever. We'd especially like to thank Mayor Jill and Holly and the LNV Board of Directors for all their efforts on our behalf. It was an incredible year, and we look forward to giving back to our community.
I'm Roland Kavanaugh.
I'm Christine McMillan.
I'm Marie Matz.
I'm Linda Fine.
I'm Margaret Nyland.
And I'm Gary Hercules, and we are the Firebrands.
Okay, and I have an unscripted call out to Paul Warnock, if we could get you for just a second. Hot off the press, as we were drinking wine outside, we learned that he's been a victim of some of the items that we encouraged to be put in place with the portal and with the access for finding the old CERT trainees. So if you could share that with the group, thanks.
Great, thank you very much, Team Firebrands. We really appreciate all the help that you have given us. And yes, we at Napa CERT, we already are a victim of their success. We have my colleague Powell and I from American Canyon. If you could raise your hand. We were invited down to CVNL to create a web portal for the American Canyon and the Napa CERT, so we can now post our own volunteer opportunities and events there. And just today, I got an email from Jim Tomlinson at CVNL. They're going to be sending out a mailing to the 600 already certified members of our community who have fallen off our radar, so we can try and bring them back into the fold and help improve the CERT program. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll try and keep up.
Thank you so much, Paul.